You switch off the car ignition, waiting in the driveway as the engine rumbles to a halt, and your gaze lands on the glowing dashboard clock. The digital display shows exactly 11:11, a clean row of identical pillars standing side by side. Throughout your day, your eyes trace dozens of these glowing glass surfaces, from the corner of your laptop screen to the front of the kitchen oven. Because you consult these tiny monitors constantly, a tidy mathematical symmetry is bound to catch you eventually. Yet there is a small, uncanny snag in your chest when you encounter this alignment again and again. The plain truth is that your attention has developed a habit of looking up at the exact moment the world falls into order. Consider a sudden, gentle tug on your sleeve as you walk down a familiar corridor. This is the exact sensation of catching a repeating sequence of numbers on a digital clock, a brief pause in the relentless flow of your afternoon. These recurring digits are simple checkpoints for self-reflection, rather than cosmic predictions or messages sent to you from external forces. They carry no promises about what will happen tomorrow, and they do not reveal what another person is thinking or doing. Instead, they function as neutral mirrors, inviting you to pause and observe where your mind has drifted during the busy hours of your day. There is a very grounded explanation for why these symmetrical patterns seem to suddenly multiply in your daily routine. What psychologists call the frequency illusion, or the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon, is one account of why these neat times feel more frequent. Under this quirk of perception, a tidy time gets noticed and remembered, while the 100 unremarkable glances leave nothing behind. This creates the impression of a deliberate mystery, making it feel as though the digits themselves are appearing more frequently. Demystifying this process does not ruin the practice. A prompt for self-examination can be useful whether its origin is a grand cosmic alignment or an ordinary quirk of perception. Each time your eyes land on these digits, you are handed a free moment to check in with your breathing, your current posture, and the feelings you are carrying. To help navigate these moments of pause, a personal reading can be drawn at sacrednumbers.live. By viewing these clocks with a grounded perspective, you can transform a simple optical habit into a rich path of self-discovery. Many people believe that catching 11:11 on a clock face opens a brief, magical window to make a wish that will automatically come true. The actual reason those 4 vertical lines catch your eye so often is far simpler. Because those identical digits form the tidiest, most symmetrical alignment on a display we look at constantly. Your brain naturally selects them out of the hundreds of random glances you cast at your screens. This frequent sight is not a cosmic lottery. It does not grant favors or build your destiny on its own. Instead, let it serve as a soft nudge to notice where your attention is already steering. You can read the recurring numbers as a clear reflection of the direction, project, or path you keep choosing in your most private moments. It is a beautiful, ordinary reminder of the beginning you keep steering toward. A glance at the stove timer showing 2:22 catches you in a state of division. One part of you wants to pack a suitcase and find a highway leading out of town. The other part demands the safety of the kitchen table, the warmth of the radiator, and the daily routine you built. Often, the immediate impulse is to force a compromise, making a hasty peace between these opposing forces. The 3 digits on the display suggest a different path. Simply admit the split. You do not have to heal the rift today, or pretend you are single-minded. Let the heavy contradiction stand right there in the room. Hold the key to the door while appreciating the comfort of the lock. Allow the split to exist openly until the path clarifies on its own. Perhaps a glance at a digital screen reveals 3:33. This sequence invites a gentle inventory of your recent conversations. There is a common habit of rounding off our edges to keep the peace. We often say we are doing well when the inner landscape is actually heavy, and the truth is far more complex. These tiny, daily softenings of your experience can feel like safety in the moment. Perhaps there is the polite nod at the counter, or the brief text message saving you from a longer explanation. Where did you choose the easiest reply today instead of the truest one? This is not a demand to suddenly blurt out every raw detail to the world. Instead, it is a clear reflection of the gap between what you felt and what you allowed to cross your lips. How much of yourself gets trimmed away just to make the day run smoothly. Think of a beautiful rhyme, two identical halves balancing each other in a warm, steady circle. This is the rhythm of 12-12. Years ago, you sat at a kitchen table, laughing with an ease that felt entirely natural and light. You might have believed that specific grace was gone forever, a brief spark left behind on an old road. Yet here it is again, sitting across from you in the warmth of a familiar conversation, or in a sudden, comfortable breath. This is not the heavy repetition of an old struggle you are forced to repeat. Instead, it is a glad reunion with a part of yourself you have missed, met with an open heart. The step you take now matches the step you took then, and you are simply glad to be here again. A single glass of water sits on the counter, and your bare feet find the cool wood of the kitchen floor at 4:44. The day has not yet asked you to put on your public face, to answer an email, or to pretend you have everything figured out. Outside, the street lamps cast long, steady shadows on the pavement, and no cars disrupt the dark. In this soft, unguarded moment, the house itself feels like a reliable container, holding you just as you are. You watch the blue flame beneath the kettle, warming slowly, steady and patient. Without the noise of expectation, you can feel the solid ground beneath your heels and the simple strength of the walls around you. This is the plain foundation of your existence, stripped of drama and effort. You are simply here, safe in the raw structure of the morning, trusting that you are enough before the performance even begins. 5:55 sits in that suspended breath just before the hour turns. You might recognize this space as a certain restlessness, a sudden friction in a room that was comfortable only yesterday. It is the itch of the threshold, the physical sensation of a shift you can feel but cannot yet name. What has begun to feel too small for you in the space of a single day? What is stirring just out of view, waiting for you to stop holding your breath? Which of your own borders are you suddenly ready to cross, even if you do not know what lies on the other side? What wants to move within you that you have spent months trying to keep in place? Let the questions linger here, without demanding an immediate answer. Rest in this very anticipation, knowing that the readiness itself is the beginning of the turn. Sometimes, watching the clock begins to feel like a test you might fail. If missing a specific alignment makes you feel you have lost an opportunity, please lay that burden down. A gentle prompt should never curdle into a source of pressure or worry. These numbers are not demands, and they require absolutely nothing from you today. You can simply let them pass by like clouds, without any need to capture their meaning. These 6 distinct patterns now rest together in a single, steady view. Hold them with an open curiosity, remembering that the dial is simply where you happen to look. May each day meet you with this clear and steady grace. This simple sequence remains in its place, ready whenever you choose to return. The clock will go on doing what it does. If you want to sit with it longer, it waits at sacrednumbers.live.